So I know a lot of you are still having trouble with the dev times after it's been out for a while, so this video is probably what you need. Hey, it's the Viperian here and welcome back to another dev times video guide. Today we're gonna be tackling Cortex Castle. I'm sorry that this video actually took a little bit of time to come out as I'm actually quite busy at the moment, but don't worry as I plan to finish up the dev time series as soon as I can, so I can focus on something else for you guys to enjoy. Before we begin, the comment of the day from my previous Insane Trilogy gameplay video goes to Azudra. I felt that this is a really funny comment that even myself can relate to. Thanks for commenting on my last video and congratulations again for getting the comment of the day. Alright, on to the guide. These are the things you need to look out for in Cortex Castle. It goes without saying that the track is not a simple one, especially with the insane amount of turns. And remember, our goal is to beat the dev times, not getting the fastest time. And therefore this brings to my second point, which is to use the drift class. Acceleration works well if the drift class is too hard for you, speed is perfect if you can manage, but my job is to make things easier for you, and drift is my usual go-to if I'm having trouble on the tracks with lots of curve. But then again, it is up to you to your personal preference as I'll be using drift in this tutorial. Thirdly, I actually lost fire in this playthrough here, but still managed to beat the ghost. This goes to show that you don't have to play at a 100% perfect rate. Fourthly, there is one specific part of the track which is game changing, and I will be showing you where is that in just a second. And finally, you need to understand that the ghost isn't hard, but rather all you need to do is to follow what I do exactly and your win is pretty much guaranteed. Alright, now that's out of the way, let's jump onto the track right now. Oh, and if this video helped you out in any way, you can subscribe to the channel as every support for the channel is appreciated. Remember, the racing lines presented is done by the drift class. Other driving style might vary. Starting off, do a perfect boost at the start and then drift boost to the left side twice, and then proceed to drift boost to the right side with the aim of getting to the right side of the jumping pad. Once you're on the other side, try to drift here to maintain your reserves and avoid touching the spiders. Now you are presented with two paths, the left and the right. 95% of the time I would go with the left side because I am more familiar with it, but I do see people taking the right side and be quite fast on it. I personally never really like the right side as it feels kinda awkward, but if you chose to take the left side like me, here's how to do it. Drift to the left and then drive straight up. Once you're up here, do a simpler U-turn to the right side. Once you are landing, I want you to immediately drift boost to the right side, while trying to control your car into entering the other side. This might take some practice into getting used to, but doing so will make sure you have enough reserves for the next area. In here, do whatever you can to build up your reserves by jumping, drifting and etc. Now over at the section here, I actually tried to drift boost here, which is what you should be doing, but I failed to do so. Coming up right here is where I lost my fire, but don't worry though as we still got tons of trick up on our sleeves to beat the ghost. Now here is the tough part, which is the castle. Now if you have secret fire with you, you might just want to U-turn to the right as that is the best option for you. Now stick to the left side of the track as much as you can. I've actually taken the secret fire here just because I lost it. You don't have to do that though if you still have your fire with you to save some time. Now going down this mini spiral, it goes without saying to take the shortcut. And then here comes the game-changing part of the track that I have mentioned previously. Notice here that you can hear the blue fire pad activated twice. That is because I jumped right as soon as I touched the jump pad, which in turn allowed me to get double the blue fire reserves. You have to do this as it makes the rest of the track much easier with the extra blue fire duration. Now going through here, remember to take a look at the spiders' positions as they might be different depending on how fast you are. Just remember to avoid it. Proceed to drift boost onto the finish line and welcome to lap 2. Now the way we handle lap 2 is different because we have blue fire this time. I would suggest to head to the right side of the finish line and then start drift boosting to the left side and then immediately drift boost to the right. Now I would rather take the safer way this time to avoid the spiders, and remember that previously we actually did a double jump on the blue fire pad, which means that we have tons of reserves now, which also means that you can safely drive straight forward without focusing on drifting. Now as you can see that I've added a little bit of drift boost here and there, but that's just due to my habit. Just know that you don't have to actually do this. Now once you reach to the castle, remember to U-turn here as you are going too fast. Once you have landed, immediately drift boost to the left side. And starting from here onwards, it is probably a good time to start trying to maintain your reserves. Drift as much as you like and then head to the left side of the spiral. Do a U-turn to the left and a U-turn to the right. Now follow exactly what we just did earlier. You can do a double jump here again to get that sweet extra blue fire reserves, and the rest of the track is actually rinse and repeat. And that's it. Yeah, I know, probably a hard track for you to complete even with this guide. But hey, at least now you know what you should be doing in order to beat the death times. Do note that you don't have to follow exactly 100%, but just take a little bit of here and there, and the win is surely good as yours. For my next developer times guide, it will be on Spiral Circuit, and I'm finally going to drive through danger. The Death Times series will be ending really soon, as I think the rest of the tracks doesn't really need a guide. But please let me know down in the comment section below if you want more Death Times guide for the tracks that I haven't done yet. Also, do subscribe if you haven't already if you like my videos. So as usual, here is a full example gameplay if you need more help. This is the Viperian signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.